Kwaba from no 2 TV Plus. So I was here, Casama for near Casama for Mocasa, Edma, Mamma Akosua Serwaa, and we Exp0se Kasiapa, Ediako, a year lawyer, and as a judge, what na a year, Mamma Akosua Serwaa, no Dubruni, and Sensem, Wabla, Daddy Lumba, Ewuye, and Kumasi, a year High Court. No, I was here, and now my Exp0se, my many pa input, where's Biomodam Mamma Meno. Ene ayen samo maka area fa aye charge no hono awusia ayara hosamo pa ya sefisema wo utie bia wanka sa sebi wosen ebe fem pa yi ekire se omususu se maame no se yo man bi sukura mpo na kasam ne kiaje ni debre e de free ni nsem se aye charge awusia edi ntra na omode maame no ho Exp0se ene ni secret bi apia bontia me pese o kam no kwaji nchire ho no besisi e
Mati
These are why you na. These are why you na. I appreciate you, baby. The dia
check inbox so na me
Miss Nova so bad. Miss Nova so bad.
Miss say Enra. Miss Enra break me ba ha. Sister Abna ma amfa me gina ha 30 minutes.
Me na me call Sister Abna.
Oh papa mpacho kasa papa facha.
Oh the great bacho you Miss Nova them one kasa ni
why. To kwa Edra time na buy alpha.
I the great
kasa. For me church mu na.
Mate ma mempeke.
Sister Abna mate. Madam say bra kwa ku me da sipa na adwuma fa mo. Mo ye dia boy ma me Exp0se ma me Akosua Serwaa. Na for me dia kakra me so no ka me say obi anka na kuma nto ne yam ya kwaje ka praba because ya anka say ma me Akosua Serwaa Exp0se ono anka say ko park no so na ono oye defender o say striker oye midfielder first akanse na ekosi ye no na Messi na anka say no ma pitch no so ene ya maame ko Ghana ya kofa ye nkuni mabotire no ya kwaje cap no omupo mumpe oprega no ya frena mana begina da kam one ne madam ne ya hwede obabo ne madam se wote anka ya ni abre pa se krodom ye media grow by this time because ya ni abre ya maame Exp0se maame Akosua Serwaa papa bi onu aka se ba na wa ba chira mo se pani di pani intimidie obia de mekaka me woka no obia nka na koma nto ne yam ya di nkune ma wie se da kwa ku aka me so no woka no
Ati call me me that's it
me da ma se pa Sister Abna me that's it
all right
Sister Abna mi kasa
Miss Nova do
me say Yankopon show Enra me ba ye no me tro wa ase no obi ka chem so no ko gina so wa na afi ne akoma to me
you like it yeah no problem
Nyahwe brakwa Yankopon show at oni Sister Abna mo ye ni nyina Paul amantem so se di kanfo e brakwa kuyi obi a wotan obi a wo ye kotre me so ye frem Abna bo twa me na me ka obi a ompe wa asem bia no o ye kotre nkana man kwasiafo e na mpe wa asem emema nkwasiafo na mo platform so mo tete platform kwa apia penso a mo ba na ati so amo muntumi nkomo ni ma ho ya ne bayiye Edwaman ne nkwasi asam na ahya mokra asomenti no mo no muntumi nkomo anim na bra kwa kwa
me bra kwa ku dia wa bobra ne potena abon no wa bobra
ye nyina ye twema no ye nyina ye di na chisanse kukoduro ni be ma mema bi se ni ehi omofie bra kwa kuminya aso mema mi nu omifie kameda
ekasa
ni msata ka wa Ghana upie da dulu mebushe mu ankanya sanki ye hu nkwasi asam ne mo asam e koshi anka ye mu bi ye da ye na wa ye ni nyina ewrade ntin nkwasi afo ni mfie mfa nso so mebra nyame hira wate presele wo prega unti na me de maba ha me se wo de ye ni mu aye bi da unimu ye Mami Akosua ba Ghana se 2018 se sai na owo central hill fie ho sai na ye akromfo bi ko ho no Priscilla me say ka beji wani sumi do nyame se bibi ye maame ye tenwe wone wo doma ayi wone wo dade so aba hene no ene wa hemfo na support wo nyina no ombeje wo mo ma metwa asi ni wo platform so ye ne abro mama Akosua ba na oba ne ne ntima anko adwuma ene me wo mani gie mu pa me ho ato me ma ne me sorry o msimo me why are you happy na mse na de me ya me ma me mo na grandma Orlande His Excellency back be mama what dear yet also an assured mama Akosua da me hu no me say mama me som for 1 month kwa me oba me som ubetumi awo me pa me som papa bi oba papa bi a me bo odin a me bo me mu ase mama ye som wu na wo pregei woni won kwasiafo ne wo jimifo ne wo tutufo ne wo jantala mema na mugu Ghana ho no ye ma me ba wo ba musu
oh desire na mean sure bra kwa da was so what
musu mu bi na yentenwe wo ye ma me ho ka mu bete yenka ki ye betchira mo say yes me say ki ye betchira mo say yes yeti wei yenti abrochire ko ye mu bi ye betchira mo say yes empanifo he mon kasa nchira mo kraman no oprega wo man kwasiafo krane no a wakose so ma firi wo me ma me bi be kan some northern regional say hene wakose so ma firi esire mu no esra ma na do ma be gudi afie ono ye na se so mo ne ma ne pe ba bi tena Juma ye di bedi wona woman o man o manim different no woman na ye hwe wo manimu a ye ntumi ni di no woman na onkora nim hwe mama Akosua manim na hwe wo man na o mo be ne nam na awotwe da na se o manim oprega yam se nkora no wonye mo no obi anche wade da o manim different ate ye hwe nkora na nim kora physical DNA ye hu se DNA nka ho hwe mama Akosua manim na hwe wo manim Edi musoma na wakoso ma begu yeso no obo wo dam wo ma uncham krane kraman no ye na twa mo frako se wo fie wo mama ge ma me papa bi ye na se so mo free fie wo ode ne ho ba ode hye wo no na e ba he mo po mu mpo na ye ma me wo lande ne ye mu bi ye jinam sabela ba juma ye di bedi mo ye ntenwe ne ye ntepo Ghana wo oprega no akora ketwa hwa wo kom ase de ho Ghana ye di kuro ni nyina so wo ne wo nkwasiafo mpanifo agimifo tutufo dia bolofo no wudi wachi no a o mabo wo mo akudi ye le de na kwhye botomu no mo beti ye nka wo amode mo sese mo me mbu ye ho mo me ya respect ye ho a ye be ye ho fi akere mo platform mo hwe na niema nkoye ene police ni soja ni o ubia na wo se wo hwe na mama Akosua mo jeje ne tata no monka mo ho adwuma we na di elo di ja mo nka ne ye pani se di ye re ba na nka mo nyina ma bose na nka mo to site ni soja ni police fo DL oso de na chija ayere enti nka adwuma bi sei na wo se mo ye mo tie DL nu free tete ye nyina ya te Akosua se wa free tete enne na maame no wo ba nka mo ko jeje ne tata enye DL mpona mpra wa betina fie achi DL awie tutu ne spare parts e de ne yemo ade aye pepper soup ena mudi mu chimi ne mo kwasiafo Ghana police for mo mpaboa no da bia be pensu ano enti na da bia me free me nkora abrem ye hu mu ani da bia mo mpaboa ye pensu ano adwem bone ne musuba bone nti mo hu da bia na mo mpaboa na pensu ano mo na isi baabi na mo mpaboa isi baabi mu ni ban muni shibenti na debia jombu ne nkwase adwuma saa na yede mo ye mo de mo mpanifo no a o masoma ma GP no de me de minim ni di na me mpani di hu sansa GP we wo ba aso no ye hu mpuntu obi aga na ekọ IGP sa wo pentokwa ye be frentokwa no social media so se Trump aka ne ho ti ye be keka agum ye be nunu mo ase ye be hu na Trump ate esi wo ne ja atom hona mu be hu ye bompa ye YouTube bia wo Ghana bia wo foi wo so ma wo pema ma Akosua asem a wo support ye ma na fi we nko na wie ye no wo Yesu din mu na Awurade ayu bu afo ama mu betu kwan mu bebe babro kire na mo be di mu tani wi a o mo support odobro ni nkwase afo no enkra na efo no ye jo mo Ghana ho obibiara a wo support mama Akosua wo ye youth na fi we nko na wie ye no Awurade be yu bu afo ama nkwase afo ndi ye beja wo mo ho se ne Trump be hye kuro na ya hye fa wo mu nyina aso no mo hwade wo mapi ho musim de mu nsi ade na mo de ye ma me be na ye wani gie mu no ye wani gie mu akopem se ma me obetu ne to na mo de mo ma ye nan sole na ye bra kwaku eme ka asem wo ye mu bi ye da ye na se shock bia na minim se Awurade ma ne ma se nya sa de mu bedi mu ni ye de be free parliament da mo ho ene mo lawyers na mo kwasiafo judges fo no bedi wo mu twa asini ye be ba de abesi fom na mo be hunu ya santesam no na se ye di kire mo no musi ye ni ya santesam ntinu ne yedi chemo kwasiafo mpanifo dade so abahene woni kantankreche ne mo asefo amakanyina muni twase ne moa enkura hwehwe bebrebe nti onse ma adwene nyina ayese akokọ etweba emwa mujimi na mudi gu Ghana homa munya nkura twehwe na mo nhwe mu age fo hwe na mo hunyansa mo hwe nkura twa bebrebe se ya na ma adwene yese akokọ ba hwe akokọ ba ne tweba no akokọ petole sana mutiwei adwene eda mutirimu nyina tie jimi from penifo na me ba ha bra kwaku amfa me se me koto bombo platform bi so ena omusi me fom ayo mama man ka se nsi no omusi me fom na me se awrade bra kwaku aha me nti ena ma ba ha de wo se me puru mi minimu mu jimi ne mo nkwase asam no ne mu tutu bra no eni mu jimi na mo bɔ no ahimfie ho na ade no ye betia mo ye discipline ye mu bi se ye be discipline mo mane mo nananam ye betra mo say yes bi se ye tu kwan ba bro kire no ye hu hwe kura ye hu se mpanifo no mo bu man no so no madwene ye adwuma enu nti na me ye mu bi ye ni ante no ye de Ghana chamo mo support mama Akosua nyina ye ne yebusuafo nyina afi wei omo maka wo ho nyina ni ombe tu kwan awrade be yi obi aboafo ama no akonto no mo nyina omba be so bi ahwe esanso omo wa adwem papa omo te Ghana ho kura no omo support abro kirefo enti no mo amude mo chimi amudi sa presela atabna korinsani atabna bulubulu asese wanyu risky efi ho risky na wontumi na no atabna wa amobra atabna ne twededa islegon park so pasiafuo montra ho na mude munni na chi na tabna ye tim legal wife for ye so ane kwa e wa bra ye mo kashiri esanza akora wei onye wo bansi ni obi am se tabna onye me ba kora oba kora ensene me be 16 years akora wona nam ha me ba ni mpokwa ne tukura sisi wo kora ye wo animonyam se tabna wasiafuo anti sisi won so tena ho oba be si a wo hye size 60 tena ho na wo de me mpe bia bi fa wo ba ne mfara na wo ba woni so betewo wo yem be shop na kopɛ na wura mfida o ka san kwase asam na abo aba na wodi ne wo ho ye de didi atem se ya ne ye so jagu na so wo ba no ne hu nto ne da second ye pelumba ne body ye kunumba mo ba kantra ye ya tabna ye be buja na mo ka asem ko se na ma wada wo ho wo ube kamo no mo asa discipline be discipline mo no ube no mo ho na mo de ye petition na ye sensan me se ye san ama ye mani nyina sensan bi mo sa first dia ye san ye me san ye ma me baba so no so sen bi o ka chem kwasa me fama no koma na fofo no mo nsan bi e san so wo hu so ma me wo kon koden celebrating to ka na ye kon entokwa me ma me de bi kwasi ampeni ba bi to se oprega ebe ta me mana wade ho na me mente na me nya ho de a me de be kwan se ya ye hwehwemre papa to se ne ya ekirimafo nso beto aso nti wa wo bo ma me Akosua bia na me nhira ye kokoden ye nyansafo no wodi ne ye bo ma me Akosua na se ye bo ni dini nti no opregai sa fans we mefa hu metwetwe ho lumba ye de oprega hunim ho hwe wo pese wo do hu be hyemu bie na kwa ye he daddy lumba house girl no kra na okodi be she no daddy lumba house girl na kokko wo ya heja lumba hu ne moba o man baby de nam se ensu anu o de be lumba no ene adura mama Akosua de aduro ba o yi hye na num nti daddy lumba to no o mo no aduane ma no amanfo se wo market wo anko baby ada utifie wo na nkwase awo ukodi ba na daddy de toto anu ana de ahye no abua yeso obi ani edi ba de hye no ho ebeti woni so mese wo yambeti wo prega wo ya fun papa ujimie kwase ampani ba etese wo kwase ya se frida na ote America ho na wo jimi no emo matitiriti ne mo maden se that say to emwa kwasiafo wo nice jepi wo frida ujimi ebo ho ntafo ka se ye wo ho time ho ye konya ntokwa papa bie ye kan ya asem papa bie menyansafo be ta so da no be tre no wanu nyina ma na nsu kunu na ni kurumu ayi no cancer no koda kope ho adurodi wate osia baby say we mu nyina nya kwaya kwatena America say what's your mental health serious na frida nti chimifo ba de dwentwie ni kwasia fo wo dobro ni kraman atom agu nwura ma mu po wo mu chimie yesesa na de yetwa be de obi ajapade o ka so wotwa wo twese ni obi kwasia fo wo ma men sisi wo mfa ni twasi ni abrabonye bona ka ma me sisi kanya na setenani ube kudi abehye DL ama abejeje wona na ho wo de mo ho be frafra ma me Akosua yi edi ya chemo ehu la ya fati ehu je Dorinda ehu nkwasiafo mu di akire nyina ye de mo hye me ka mu nyina hye boto ba ko nwan nkwasiafo nkanama ya munity bedwentwiefo en mo nyamfo bi empie mo busua mu da efiri na ekoya ye ken munya ni monyam ni bia de mfiri mo busua mu esansa muti won munya ni papa bia munya adwem papa na munya ni papa wotitiri wo mo busua mu nkanama ntrasi du fo nkwasiafo aye somo aye mo kehiri monasi fin ho basaye oya fatiye na sesa mpaboa no sika na wudi ye no de besan ho yade e de asa wo ma yade mmoa na mo de ye de maame Akosua se wa hyem nsa ye tahwe ewurade na nyame mama wona ebeye wo Mr. Abram Pacho me de manu esibra kwekwa.
Miss Nova why ni nyina ba so we free the free ye misra.
Frida ne de me say me ya me pesa me man fans because on ka fans we no ode ne hu betwetwe adwuma na aye ni Frida wonye wo bi oba wotena ho ana ne twa ye pafo sesmenta ya fete aye de be she concrete Frida Sister Frida kwa de ya mama fa ne nka Frida de won ka ho kora me de tumi no oba wotumi tena ho ana oba na ha mu taga na once na di mu pro oba kankan aha mu kokobi kobi eni totobi odobroni akora omuni ni mienu nyina o ma ha mu kankan kwasiafo ye beto de fe klini ya ha mu ni bi wa abroche ha ne ye de asande mo emwa kwasiafo Frida wo peduma papa bi ye ubedi sika no wadaji e bi na wo ye no ubedi sika wo ma na egu Ghana no wo de besa wo mo yale wo de ye mu bi no ya no na ye de kasa no ye woja empane ye bru ya awo de memu wani na ho na wejimi ya ba ta betena ho na ba na mu te na e once na nyina edi ebisi e once na nyina na ohima lumba so ye ne mu masie se ko wupupo ohima lumba obe mu nwent seye oba te se wo ohima lumba aye kan so baade ni hu bi owiase ameba obe fi tantan oba ya mfa won chia aye de woteten kwasiafo mo be kurakura amanfo ekunu no mu nsuo sa ayi asese nura ama mo sa na mo de akwa ewiye mmoa oprega ho entete ye no so mo de mo ho abefefe mu no sa na be ye mo kwasiaba oprega he 17 years na dadi lumba de wo etena ya wona go kan 17 years na akodi nkura 6 na ade be share no 17 years the papa be na di ye lo ye ma enum ba akopɛ no do din boy enum ne kura ntumi an trendy oprega uye kwasia papa wama medi ho ya ma fere ya ma oba wetumi ne be ma atena ensakura wetumi afa ankoyo ho ade afa ni owu ye no ani abre na kwasiafo etumi atena Ghana court esanse mre ni kura ni munti ne yetumi se ho ye yire na aye here yire kura ye de ma wa wo kwa yase wuntumi so si di ye na wade di a wade wo dia edi etini akofa sojafo ni police fo abeba ho ba he oprega wo na wa hyase no wuntumi nkunwie wana woka anye sabra na beka same same boa esanse enintin ni etitiri fa ya sore wo so no so de sanyankopon ya mama me Akosua no oprega ubenu age wonsam minimu se na munimu da ma na anwene kora sanyankopon be yi etitiri ni soldiers ebi te se bra kwaku abna oba ya asantoa asante kwen his royal obeti wa papa bi kunema ye yama say movement way Kwako Christo movement way soldiers any team for ebe pimo oprega wona eja de be tweka na ye de ahya woto ano ye de ja be hya woto na agina ho a ye mbe ka wo dre ye be di muduma papa ye be pe time na ya tro ya de wo be ye book said ma me bi kan no oprega ye do din beba history book kwasi ampani ni ba wo de wo be twetwe lumba ye diem kwasi abatabata ba ode ne hu betwetwe yedie mu kwasia woni lumba na na sese sika ma no ye nyina ye hunu no akoto lumba da be no tumi yi we kire ye lumba oyi we kire sesai oyi we kire se wona wo ma ni nsuo no wo program ase lumba wotwe wo ka wie dan 8 na wasi ama wo no ode adawo
Nova nyame nsha
e da na o last 2 years sesai enti no hunni mama ye die mu nti pe ba bi fa ho fa me nyono ye ho Madam Anwes,
this Nova, sorry up to you. Yamisha, what's it? Why you na? What can you na? I want to be our ribia. Yamisha, what name? What's it? Eradi sha wakasa papa. Yami sha wa yini na remove. Nyakwa bro no ma papa bi. Oba won fefo. Me pa cho kasa no.
Illegal wife.
Yeah, remove.
My nina, Bakwaku, Yankopo, one shop. No, no, kese. O ma kwatenti ahodi wom star bana mu nyina awrade nhyira mo tim legal wife
Was Christo
awrade Nyankopon o nhyira wo bia
oh
sade madaje makoma pa amonya ma ye ma minti no sa na awrade wonya ma mu ni mu fiefo nyina awrade nya mo kese na ye ma me de obi antimi nya ni foko
atiase
obi antimi nkyere ni hui bibia ni ba bia empai bo pa ebita na chi bibia mu obi antime nkyere ne hwe because onye obi ahwe Bible so me yate ase boni kum obonefo wa wutu wa mena no wa na betom etu wu nkotu wa mena ma me afia me betom wate ase na me no tutu nipa na mo di siye nto bia no obetime ne ya maame apem challenge asebuwe na ye di no emu da wo clear ti se TV3 for to bia ni ho na ya bekasa bechese ya maame wonne nan na odi siga no wo de mu nyina mu behu enframa e befa ne ne me besisie e ye nhira nko a obi antimi nya ni foko de sefata ni bia no e wo Yesu di mu nti oje na ade asa betra na bro kire nkodim de ni ahode ni asomdue mu obi antimi nkyira ne hwe obi antimi nya hwe omo mu bia oma no ni nyina bra duru se rade koma no tum enti ye de mpaebo ene akomapa na ye wogidie se bibia be ye boko police station hi obi bia be ya somdue obi antimi nkyira ye ma amene hwe onye obi ahwe asem na omu die no omu nyina omu difo because me ye nyina ye sisi so ya twetwe mpena ni bi otimi nkwaje obi kunu woko ye ho edenti enko bo pe na ko bi amosie se oye young girl na ninte sa ko wunkula pe nkwanso aden woko yi aden de adea te so ko ye ho edenti woko akome atena ho ne te se waje na woko akwa sisi ya maami bia ono wa betena na bro chira be bleni ni kunu enye ne o na te so hu se ho edenti ono so de wo ginani o na minim se nkosi hwe because ade enya wo dia no and last forever Yankopon tiase ne emu bi su ya tiase ne akomapa ye de bompa ye di maame ne chi no me se obi antimi nya maame ne foko ebeje obi ansem ade ne be ya sumudue na ebe ye nipa nyina nwanwa se de nkrofo ye he ba ni nyina no enkosi hwe because ye wonyame bia ye de ye ho ato ne so na maame no ye nkunim difo Pese mi hu ne se wada ne na ye mu no ye nhyira se nko onye nhyira enka lumba se mi ba ye nya ne hwehwe beletintin nyina still de bebe nyina ye twomko lumba se mi ane ye maami asem ya ne ye ka e kire sa maami no ye nkunim difo obi antimi nya ye maami no foko oye nhyira ba na nhyira no so bedi nanim edi nachi ekopem sa da twedwampo Nyankopon ebeto ne nsa edi afre no brakwa ku Nyankopon nhyira wo pa na wo kasa mete sa wo kasa wa jeside kwaku brenya mo ene oye mi nega bituche ma ya adwen kwanta krofo mu nkura na ya ye ne ware ase brakwa ku wa ye di nyina me ba meteso sa me ma soda ene me se Nyankopon wonhyira obi biara tim legal wives nyina onyame wonhyira obia eble obia ble wo sasem we ho no erade ma na enye kwada se tu obi biara wo platform mu yiso e wa ble emu odi mu a ena makoma pa wo de akaye ma mi achintin erade ntwitwanje no won kai no meda mu nyina ase erade nhyira mu nyina e wo Yesu dim amen amen
town kwaku kromfo mu okrom oh ade sas enya ne twen no nansole obia wada ai
Emrantie hene na odi odobro ni eche odi free da echi no tema na ye bobo ewo ye bobo o CPC no Mr. Wofi anim wo no na emrantie hene no otifie na ye mpreko mu no mo na ye mpreko no na sebi Nyankopon na doma wanya America wo ba bia akotena wo to ho a wo di nkwasem wo hiani wo ba te se wo tamani ye bobo wo na na achiche bo eme na ye soma ma ye to chache na wo na ne ye soma soma ma akotogo beba ni ye nkrama wo CPs no wo mrantia hin wo na wo dware moa no ene wo timi tena ase ehye adwuma de tu obi so e ma ne ye na ewiase obi anu ho ye manhi wo wiase pa eye free ye race course free ye bantama ni e use taxi e wo bantama ediko ketia free accept no I say bolani no edu ba bi bantama dwom ni race course dwom na no oda na eye me ya say kwaku wada free ye obi o tena se onko an wote dem tie asimu enso na once na twan ho ahia wotie asimu nso na once na twan ho ahia free ye sa brabo anya bona na nka ma mu yi nka otimi ba Ghana o sa brabo anya bona ka ontimi nsisa wo ma emetu wo mu ngu sister so wo sister na de bia wo bani bayie no wo sister na wo so onya wo bekun no wo sister na wo so wonye no wono ena wasase sa wo ma sa de asa ba begu ne so Frida aya shatale na new hips aya shatale na new shape na mi hu obi o ye kurasi ni ba te se Frida sebi o te America ho a wo ba be si ete se wo ukoto mo okukura che so de betre internet no so de bekere ukoto pajamas a che so de betre internet no so e de bekere sebi ye nuanum kura do mugu akurase ne kura no sa de no kura o magyaye sa ne ma no magyaye no o mamu di free eche o mokọ gina ne platform so o ma jimi o ma jimi si mo emo ase o ma ese mpampa ase edi nsu ata ho no hwe ma mi Akosua on Nyankopon o hira ne dada wo na Nyankopon se unhunu wasem ka Onyankopon won ka bi ma wo na wo ka wano tumu a sebi entokwa enye wo ntokwa no e manfo na beje sa ntokwa no e de ako ama wo ma me no hwe ni fia wodi na wo free tutu ni ahya woni a wakwakoji obi kunu utimi be tena se ka se ma me ye di no enkwa sebi ewurade me se kra afem Pacha ya set diabetes crew afọ kwa na ho te se kwaku wano pacha ya set that
na me adom bro na boko there
Nyankopon adom won pa bro
all right hold on w asam
me Alex chichikumo
Alex
yeah
na bibia boko there bro
adom bro
na me chama ni so kakra na ni ntimi
so master
oto a wo jimi no o ka se mfo ye ma me ho no oh Mr. Wolfian mo o se fo be no mo ye mprako no ya o mo na hwe mprako no so
sa ko afia bia no ne omo so bi wo afro so
tamani ya ni abolo so moto chacha no na ne so man koto ni okoto gobe
akwawe pada no betumi akama hwehwe na sumbrita na oba boro mu fi obedi koto to ne ma ba no panyini o de twa na asem so ati da kwa waze me ko hwehwe ne me di nkomo eti am ya na babusa akwawe ya obi ehun no CPC a stand there baby aye di agro na de o se ketimi hu akwai kwasi ampanyi preko aduane na mse na odibi ma me kafra
kwasi wo preko aduane a wadi wo ma mukwa na munya bagi papa enna bebe ni abom preko no ho side
na say man ten ye si asha na enye dada baba na ye life ni de dada ba o ye ni dada ba o ye hwefila boot Nike ni dada ba ya di diska ko to jesi bobo na o ma mini kapre na wa jimi sa mant o de kasawi e me de pass o ba ma hu ni papro
ana e me ya o mitimi tena se na me hwe ni din se ana e me ya rough hey urade Nyankopon
akomko pa boro pepe urade Now Sata Boro move your quantity ma o. The Akosua so kwa fere so be ba o mrantie ni kwasi ampanyini.
Na ya. Hwɛ na mama bra. Dia me di manusi. Dia me di manusi no. Say free ye no. Or mental problem.
I saw now say I have free shut up.
What no there be no what Jimmy say emu ase. What ya oba be say una wo say wotia brochire. Uti US. Okota atare na oda ba betina media so amakota atare okota perfume na mda oda betina media amakoto perfume kwasi aba ti se wo no cause diabetes kro aboaba na wo free the free kwa de na ka wo kwa so ba wo kwa wo so na wo ti wiase ne yeso wo ye oba kam ne mekoti be ebe wura fo mu ama me ho aba Abbo to what is a hunye.
I can't be the amem. Free the free equal oba can't be the amem.
Wo Frida. Now the race course. Now the race course Jom. Kwaku tamani ni akwa club wo race course no. Na Frida no the hobby.
Na power for the next one fee.
Oh no da. Kwasi abati se wo. And they also are nipa mansan burial.
But I'm not telling you we power camera. We are pa. Oh, Debbie. Ode kasa.
Kwasia free ye. And they also am tunu mbehwe. Power for do say ne eno da obantuma jom. Drivers for do say ne no da obantuma jom.
Oh, any what time na power for the dinner any power for no. And na kura me free bia interview o mama di na ya se dia no pepa e kraman o to kraman na mana ene no kuna so se kraman kura enno na obi be ma me just say ya won say race course o no mo to kraman na bi o to bi ma
baby guy na no ye Robin na no ye bonsu no
outside san kraman na no si o to ma na de na tare do to kios won na ne e wasa wo mo bone na papa bi a ona na yire ya adwuma o ne Jimmy okoye mistake ero ko di power for no ege no e je se power for no kwa ne papa no kun ona later free de be share papa no so ona na nyam e wo race course o enya asem koto o e ma ba to ko esi wo power ni sa papa no ntem no enya asem koto a o de to aso
wasia utu kwan ring na che on one ton free race course na koi una o sia se ya ye ho ade enso se bi Bema na woda na chi no o na o se woda bema chi wontimi fa on behunu na busua aboa ya wale na wote ho ya ware na wote ho odwan furu ba ti se wo kwasiaba wote wo a ho aba ho so
no nyenye nyan se fie
free the free nkwa na tena condition man once ne twa no huhia aboa ba ti se wo we dress aye hwiamu he se mu hwiama na se munye hwiama
le won tutu
kwasia wo ba begina ba ka se maami Akosua ya hyewo ni wo Nigeria na wo kakra wo Frida wo kakra wano mfomo on fele wo
power for the do me kwa me chese na afi na makaka in story
kwasia ba ti se wo aboa odu twa ne papers wo US na be ma ni do wie no onimu wie no odwane agya wo
sao ena oda so timo onya bi o ena jimi
omani nra kire ye ndi omo ye wo one father
na free ye oba edi ne man paper ka be ma kronko wa jimi be ma
yes me say oma na wo no enan na se miensa no
aboa wa ne be di na man paper o ga se mana me di omo mo paper free ka won ba free times we wa ne be di no abrochi man paper $20,000 da ona de koma free the free we munko be se be ma bi di na paper man da
what Frida wasuntem said that the bna aboa ba ti se won omuma say yi da se na antua antia Akosua no eno amumu no aboa ba ti se wo
antia Akosua ye fie di wo na se na so ase ne war off wasiaba O say you mo baker. O free the free kurasiri tete better than ultimate. Free the free tete better than ultimate. O free tete better than ultimate. What it?
Kwasia unia ba omuye mienu pe kabla boy bona na ka unsi se unia unkusa wo manko gu Ghana ka ba be fa unia ba e de na ba betena nken se o mehwe wo mama o. Selfish woman. Abo ba se wo
unia ma na boss aram na nam Ghana wono. O free kurasiri ba. Motan time with him time ukuru kwasi ampanyini Jimmy for no omo bra na adwene nya adwuma kwasi ampanyini Jimmy Toto no won kan
kwasi aba ti wo oba o tibi tra kan bianum kan bra nim ebie na numu nina e ma man se nina hunu dodom kwasi o twetwa ya twetwa dodom
didodo ase didodo ase didido say yo betwani bia ayi ensa da wa pro aboa fi the free ododo ase akokono unse nsa fura problem nse na prosa akokono wom osima akokono aboa oto ha ya fa ahwehwehwe wano na hwe plakotwe ni na difference bia anim aboa ba ti se wo abra ya ma me no nyankopon ahira no jana obi na obeti ya ne hwe se ye penkura bone ye penkura ye posto bonfo a enenke yenke wofia ke ye na baba be di ma me nanim e wo airport e de na konifie atena ne nche akopem tam obetu kwan asa ba na chi obi na obetimi a kire ma me ne hwe obi antimi ne foko ka de be si o street ne so na me donya me Ghana police ye kan go ba de samu ko busa o geto so ka de be si o street ne so no
onko no mfa de sanko kama me no physical and spiritual ye to ye twen no
physical and spiritual ko ya Mr. Ashkan Esika conform
na asa why ni nyina asa when why ni nyina and me say show up to team legal husbands so and now mama e pamponi
there be self and one no na 21 and what Jimmy Saga and what Jimmy yaso ko we ska wala pass o baby Mr. Ashkan o ye hwan aboa fi the free be the free ye catch you say ne what did ma me na tema sa na ko bia so mfiu ben na de wo ba be incriminate no now for you to try and incriminate someone without evidence in public no I don't think say America force so it's my mouth 5 working days when it that time who fee can proyana what they did that race course who crow driba power for yere power for pepia gumu ama fei wa dwene nyina Jimmy anane no so one for evidence e che say ye ma me her excellence your ba papa nyimonyamfo onko obi kunu onko wiada onko titi obi kunu mfa me pe ehuma brother na mom o produce mema be ya kese be ya defo sisi fie we slego ma titi binifo ani bre e ma che say sa oba no o kwasi afin ba fit mi be ka asem to ne so no say or kwa threaten or ba or no or ye threat to East Lagos society na or ye threat to Ghana or ye threat because ono no kwa na ne bema tie na bema na wu kwati kwan so na ono sa akwada no etimi asoma ni nua ama ni nua akogina am ya papa no ayi ne yamo nsunu nyina ato aguo na ya pempam ne back no wie wakobɔ ne sire ma me atwa autopsy ama no na autopsy na wa fa nkyerɛ abusuafo owie yeso a papa na no ne tena ono na asie so na wunsia a yan di because enkwara no ebia nim tenten se train kwan daddy lumba na nanim nwa saa kwaku Roman father ma me nkyerɛ ofia o team ye nua wo ru akwa me wonya motor accident wo wuye ma me ska mu fie ho ehɔ na se fie ho na Roman father te time na me nim on win because
ehɔ na Roman father na wote
mami ska mu fio
ya orakwa na ase mu fio
orakwa me na dey say o come hu orakwa
me postmate kwasia wo Roman father housemaid mira film kwa we mi onu din siesie kwasia sa housemaid for me ne gu fio dey no mu free fio ekoye dey no mu free fio okoye
Mas na tete boss
na sebi wo ye de ni tuma miska mo se ofie ho omo mpa mo ho asem Ashao.
I don't know one relate mamiska mo de so mo ne na ase mo ne yi mo na ye ana relate o mo.
Yeah. One family no.
Sa eno wa Jimmy sa no. Pataku mo family no Jimmy. Ah kwa wa Jimmy pa o. Ah,
anything na edru baby ase.
We na mamiska na obenya de ache because unu ya ne Roman father dia.
Roman father anything edru baby e mpese ye papa otu jam because of say if you no. You respect if you ho. Aboa be ma ti se
wo. Anyway, Mame come one in Isima Bodani Bano, May say 5 working days, no. So one fat audio now, or say, Yama Akosua Serwaa, and the quartretin at it bring a any maid now. Say, well, you made. Ah, Ghana 4 soon as I hear 1 year, no. On to me, year da. Or people say, we are say, because I really know more no Ghana or no, a bogus, a Kwasia Sem, a Jimmy Sem, and a Dorinda Kwasia Bana, you know. Dorinda was a wine, yeah, bow so, Kwasama Yama wine, where you Kwasia Ba. So what Jimmy now from home a rate councillor. Now ma san kwasia judgment no. Na atitibini for kwasia for. Ah omuko obi fie ekwa wura ho ekwa kotokoto ye ekwa wiye amanfo kunu. O kwasia Dorinda judge kwasia wa Jimmy a wunim nyansa nti. Wa utimi ko SDA sore ko twemp na eme ye pam utu sensen ye wa Jimmy na ye usuba nti. Utibika say atiti bring emra meya yire na ene kwasia ba bi ti say free abua no ne hu fi kan race course uni baller suni basa no kwegu now afei innocent woman now we are very clean to the extent say we are seeing na obi ada wona konkuru nya no enamu be gina wo say ono no obi a wabọ brade ne kurasi sini ma ye japade no made no aba wa bi no obetena fie no is Lego executive club for open aware ne ntino eno ma kwhye na chi so otoba yire ya chebre omo no sa made no preslo foriata na dadulumba wuo no achechire ne kwon na mu ansam no ho no koye mu kuna kura anya ye na still achechire ne kwon na duro na nim na duro ne na busuafo nyina nim no ono ba be threaten no wa bodam won mo yare ajimi samo pays Lego fie me say ye the bloggers ne camera beba fie o ye ba mo njimi ye ba be CCTV na wo no ada de lumba wu ye no se Ghana police force wo mo nim nyansa ye the live e be ye sa adwuma ni nyina a kire wo mo na wa open no hesitate because ye be make sure say not less than a nipa 10,000 and a share straight from blogger bia ogina ho samusemo jimia ye ba be kire Ghana police nyansa because me say this is a social media revolution and anya agro na yedi we have all the strategies eti Jimmy be say no ye the camera say the America for a drum bia na police for sisi nipa amanfo ye me dey body cam e she police uniform no yes. This is the time you better mu nyansa na fe Ghana police mo liberate mu intelligence mo be use body cam o Ghana o mote ye tumo for Ghana police ye tumo for some muntie o kisa e be bie no Ghana ho no e be gye mu nsam o eti ase ye ma me ne ba obeba islego ofio made na otifio no ba bia na dade lumba omunya nku no na ote no ontu pronim onkota ba bia na ote no fancy for any nya ye de camera say ba police ni also ye bema megina ho ye de camera say ba ye wo live any eba ye make sure say we have not less than 10,000 people mo ye live witnesses na police ni o ye bema no o de Ghana taxpayers money edi nkwasiasem ye tua ne kan ye ntua na asefo ka no no kwasia ba so de ko gina ho say okwa ko protect free a ye de yakọ wiafu na ko shem no no aba be dede nipa 10,000 anim ni ahwe me say after sadia we be si no mo Ghana police mo be look after webcam and as uniform and camera shame body cam because we are weakest police service Ghana police we are useless police service the most useless police service in the world the cheapest with $2 you can afford a Ghana police personnel to come and protect you to commit a crime. This is the weakest police service in the world. The most weakest. The most weakest police service in the fucking world. Yes, it's Ghana police. Very cheap. Even with the IGP, you can buy him for $2. They are cheap like that. They are cheap asses. Cheap people. Very, very cheap. That the whole superstar like Daddy Lumba, who when it's in America is like Michael Jackson, is dead. And the police is protecting those that are suspected to be culprits. Those that murdered this man. The cheapest police service you can ever have. That E.T. Aquano can buy the entire police service of Ghana. Shame unto you people. Shame unto you, Ghana police. Shame unto you that your integrity has got a price. Shame. Ghana police service. You are shameful people. You are very shameless. But now the world has seen you because we are about to expose your asses to the world. May see, we are coming with our cameras and we will make sure say we have not less than 10,000 viewers watching live. Now already Ghana police mobile. Samusi mo ya mema, mo fa mo mema nkoguo. Na mo nya mo west e wo camera na nim live e kire wi ase. He will show you something. He will show you the power of social media. Samuti mi tina se kwachi ebo no wa. Na se ya ka. Se presela ofori no or a suspect. E wo dali lumba wo nim. Enti mo kwa hwehwem na mo ntimi a. Yeah, the cameras be kofio ni atire mu nyansa. Ghana police is the most useless police ever in the history of human beings. The most useless police. Not even during the apartheid. Apartheid ne dey say atamfo na ekun. Not even the slavery days. And then they say slave master and slaves na ekun. And then I'm pretending say mo homa Ghana fo nyina no hwankwa siasema mo hwe ma ne koso. We are the most worst thing to happen to Ghana. The canker Ghana pa no Ghana police. Ghana suffer and a Ghana politicians and a Ghana enforcer that they so abakwa siampanyi no e de mabeka ho. Na ye ka cha mo say ade na ye no munya hu ye na mo be hu ni nsunsu anso no na wi ase mpanyifo ofremo abusa mo say ade na mo chimi saa. Say the social media revolution na afa kwa de ye ba be hijack GTV no obia program aka ho na ye nko na obi ebetie say mo chimi na mo nsu anyansa. Ghana police ma many ba obeba East Lagos fio mi donyame. Monfa police for nkogu fio na monya mo west. Me say we will expose you to the world. We are nya nas formula ni bio. This is a different crystal formula. Ye the cameras ne ba. Me say they see na e man for cause commotion in America. Police start to use body cam no. And no be near the Ghana this time. And you people are not ready for us. You people are not ready for the youth of Ghana for treating this country as if we don't pay for security services, as if Ghanaians don't pay taxpayers' money and is not used to sponsor the police. You are wasting the resources of the nation on stupidity. Ghana police, you are wasting the resources of the police service on stupidity, on protecting crime scenes, protecting houses where crops have been buried illegally. And we are not going to sit there and watch you people maltreat a widow who has suffered all her life to make her properties and take it for someone. It's never going to happen. So, Priscilla Oforiata, we are telling you that this time, nobody is having your fucking time again. We are coming after you and your fucking people. Because you people have done your worst and you don't see that your worst has got an end. So we are coming with our fucking cameras. Munkofa Jaguraja, Munkofa Obia Munim ni Pia Mrefio. Yeah, the camera ba we are seeing hu. Yeah, ba shisha baby kuda di lumba no, and I swear to lie, Ghana police be at me stop here there. Me tonyame na make catch na mono. Obia nipa 10,000 kwa na eba wa obia kwa camera. We are only going to use the camera to expose Ghana police. And you people can do your worst. The world will watch you. We will get BBC involved. We will get the BBC involved. How can you be treating people like this? How can you be treating people like animals? Ghana police. Why? Why are you wasting our resources? Why are you wasting our resources? How many police personnel do you people take to the marketplaces, the economic base of the country? How many marketplaces are protected with police for you to beef up a crime scene? A place where a man whose family doesn't know where he was buried is purported to be is being protected by the police for I don't know what word to use for you. You people are cheap. You are the cheapest police service in the world, and we will expose your asses to the world. You IGP, we are about to expose you with our cameras, and you can do your worst. And any institution in Ghana that we deem as corrupt, we will pull up with our cameras, and you can do your worst. We will come on live. 3,000 people live, 5,000 people live. Arise, Ghana youth, for your country. The nation demands your devotion. All you need is to be live on a social media platform. Just join us. We are about to look for what killed Daddy Lumba by ourselves. Arise, Ghana youth, for your country. This is not anything violent. All we are about to move around is we move around with our cameras. 20, 30, 40 people live at the same time. We're about to look for what killed Daddy Lumba ourselves. Since our police service is cheap. And E.T. Akono and Osei Kwame Despite has brought them all together. Yes. This is the time for the youth of Ghana to arise. Arise, Ghana youth, for your country. The nation demands your devotion. The police is not your friend. The police can watch a member of your family do you this same way. They can watch someone murder you and bury you, and the law will support them. Arise, Ghana youth, for your country. The nation demands your devotion. This is bigger than anything you have seen in Ghana. This is Daddy Lumba that they have mishandling like this. How much more me and you? Ghana does not deserve any patriotic youth. It doesn't. Ghana eats its own babies. Ghana eats its own babies because the old people are greedy and fucking rotten. With fucking rotten ideas. Arise, Ghana youth, for your country. The nation demands your devotion. Obi Kasabi.
Pia, ku Kristo timenka.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Utimenka ku Kristo.
Hey, Don.
Abna papa bi ate say.
Nyame adom na wonso ni nyabotre na I don in kasa wa ikwaku ba no wa mpacho. Lawyer kasa.
Oh, as ni mate me pacho fa na wa review fa na wa me pabo fa. Oh,
can English, man. Why?
Okay.
Do all your submission in English.
All right, thank you, bro.
Thank
you.
you.
All that we are trying to say is that it looks like we are living in it's not like it looks like we are living in a banana republic that nobody cares about anyone, from the judiciary system to our executives and then to the legislature. Nobody cares about anything. It's just power. The person that has got power decide whatever he's gonna do or she's gonna do, even if it's against the law. We are living in a country, I mean, here in America, Michael Jackson died, and there's a person who died and then had his own private doctor, that the doctor was prescribing medicine for him and then died out of that. But now, currently, that doctor is in jail. We are living in a country, and Daddy Lumba died, and nobody knows what killed Daddy Lumba. And if I'm saying nobody,
let me tell you, Ajagraja came out to say that he knows what killed Daddy Lumba. It was human error. So you can use that, please, bro.
Exactly.
Continue your submission.
And that is a very good point. We are having a pastor, Ajagraja, saying that it was human error. The next moment, we have someone called Exp0se who said that, oh, he died out of cardiac arrest, meaning that there is some sort of inconsistencies, meaning that there is some sort of problem, because at the end of the day, we are having different accounts. And if you are saying that nobody knows what killed Daddy Lumba, we are not talking about ordinary people, but we are talking about immediate relatives. These are immediate aliens of Daddy Lumba. In this case, Daddy Lumba's elderly sister doesn't know what killed Daddy Lumba. Daddy Lumba's wife doesn't know what killed Daddy Lumba. But we are in a country whereby all these people, these prominent people, these people are so vital so far as Daddy Lumba is concerned. But these people don't know what killed their own relative. This person has been buried. Daddy Lumba has been buried. And then these immediate relatives don't know where their relative is. And it's mind-boggling. And it can only happen in Ghana. And we have people sitting abroad, people that, you know, And I think it's time for us to expose people, especially people like Free. It is time for us to expose them, because if you want someone to cry, if you want someone to just weep just because of your own personal agenda, then I think it is time for us to do the same. People in America, people like Free committing immigration fraud, trying to rip the American immigration system just to get document, and then they're having those documents, and then they're sitting in America accusing people wrongly. We are living in a country where it is full of banana republic. We have a judge, rules a case, and then just after 30 minutes, this judge calls people back that, hey, come back and come and pay over 2 billion Ghana cedis. If not, I'm not going to give you that injunction. However, this judge knows that the injunction that he granted was valid. That is the kind of country that we are living in. And people like Free, it is time that we are going to report her to the ICE. We are going to report her to the immigration authorities in America, because at the end of the day, even if she's documented, they need to investigate her, because you can't.
Yes, if she has ever worked unlawfully in America, she can be penalized.
Exactly.
So I support you 100%.
I'm gonna do that.
Let's talk today. We are about to make those calls. She's too
personally, I'm gonna do that.
Yes, do it. And today I'll also make the report.
Personally, I'm gonna do that. Even if you are documented in America, and then during your process of documentation, you lied on any form. You can, it's not you can, it's against the laws, and then you violate it. Especially at this moment in time, Trump is not joking, and people like Free, we personally am going to do that, because if you're gonna sit in America and just insult people, just insult Mami Akosua Serwaa, just because she's demanding what is due, she's demanding what she worked for, something that she toiled for, and then you sit in America just because of your own personal interest. And the funniest thing is that...
Hold on, let's make this clear. She's sitting in America getting paid to blackmail people.
Thank you.
Cyber bully people.
Exactly.
And right now, she has caused more pain to the woman than anybody has ever caused her.
Exactly.
Yep. Calling her names,
traumatizing the woman,
defaming her, and now incriminating her that she has sent threats which she hasn't. So this girl should be reported to ICE right now.
Exactly, and I'm doing that. I've started. I wanted to even say I'm going to do that, because
everybody in America can stand right now. Just call ICE on her.
We're gonna call ICE on you, because
that.
If
whether you are documented or not, if you have ever lived in America unlawfully for a day, you face that penalty.
Exactly, and then you are going. She's gonna get deported, because if you have
to take you on, we are taking you on.
Exactly.
Do your worst. You have questions to answer. If you have ever lived in America for a day illegally and worked illegally, you are about to face the wrath of America. We don't lie in America for those purposes. You get me? You are here taking money and incriminating a widow, a legally married widow who has the right to everything that she did or built with a husband. You are here intimidating her. You are here breaking her down morally. You are
cyberbullying her,
defaming her. You are here. You don't even care about whatever she's going through. You are here cyberbullying her. And stupid you lied to American immigration, and it's time for you to answer some questions. I'll rest my case, and you will see some action.
Oh yeah, people like Free, we are taking her on. We are reporting her, because if you're gonna be sitting in America and try and traumatize someone, not just because. And the funniest thing is that you are not making any intellectual argument. You are just it's just cyberbully. It is just you trying to traumatize someone without any fact. Without any intellectual discourse. You are just talking just because you want to talk, just because you want to make a point, just because you've been paid, and that is blackmail. And in America, cyberbullying someone it's highly unacceptable. So people like Free, we are gonna come for you. If you are going for Mami Akosua Serwaa, then we are also going to come for you. We are going to report you to the immigration system and the immigration authorities in America over here. We are going to do that. And then to the Busiapeni, or what your name is. Yes, we know that the matrilineal family, acting through Busiapeni, we know traditionally you control, any barrier. But this is what the law is saying. Under the Constitution, Article 11, you as a Busiapeni, you don't have any absolute power. You don't have any absolute power in this case that you can't parade yourself as Ebusiapeni and decide whatever you want to do. You go and connive with people, I mean outsiders, and then melt this injustice against the immediate relative of that.
Thank you very much. I want you to quote that part of the article again, and then let everybody know why.
Like I'm saying,
Ebusiapeni should be arrested by the police right now, and the police are taking bribes.
Exactly.
And they're not doing it.
Exactly, because the customary law position is clear that Machilina family acting through the Ebusiapeni, I mean, the family head traditionally controls burial. However, you should know this, that the customary law is subordinate to the constitution. And then in Article 11, it doesn't mean that as Ebusiapeni, you've got an absolute power to do whatever you want to do. You've got the absolute power that if the immediate relative is asking for what killed their brother, and then you're like, I'm the Ebusiapeni, I'm gonna do whatever I want to do. It is never true. The constitution doesn't give you an absolute power. Even the president of Ghana, the constitution doesn't give you that absolute power to do whatever you feel like doing, because at the end of the day, we are all under the constitution. So if under customary law, you feel like you're Ebusiapeni, so you can do whatever you want to do, that is a big lie. That is a big fat lie. That is a blunder on your side, because today, I mean, currently that we are all speaking, we don't know what killed Daddy Lumba. And the disheartening part is that the sister of Daddy Lumba doesn't know what killed the brother. And that is the disheartening part. And nobody wants to say anything about it. And the irony of it is that it looks like we are living in a banana republic, that someone is buried and then nobody knows where the body is. And these are family members. These are people that are related to Daddy Lumba. They don't know where the body is. They don't know where they buried Daddy Lumba. They don't know what killed Daddy Lumba. And it's mind-boggling. It's so absurd that we live in a country that, I mean, the judiciary doesn't care. And I'm so happy that this thing is happening. I mean, this issue came up because it has really exposed our judiciary system. It has really exposed our politicians. It has really exposed our pastors. I mean, our pastors, most of them are fake already. So this issue came to stamp on it that most of these pastors are fake. Most of these pastors are fake. This is where the legal injustice arises in this whole case. An exclusion without due process. In the relevance of the law, Article 23 gives an administrative justice. Article 296 gives control over discretionary of power. But there is Ebusiapeni. If Ebusiapeni or any committee, and they said they've created some committee, memorable callings and whatever. Even if those committee made a very unilateral decisions and also excluded the legally people that are legally interested, the legal parties in this case, the wife, the immediate sister. If these people make decision and then they take them out and then refuse to adhere to their consultation without any lawful justification, I think this is against our constitution. This is against our constitution because there is an arbitrary exercise of power, and Article 296 forbids that. Article 296 forbids the fact that you take a sole decision and then you ignore the legal people that are interested in this case. And these are legal parties. These are immediate family members. These are immediate relatives. But then you took an absolute decision and then you ignored these people. And then these people filed an injunction. And then a whole country like Ghana, a country that gained independence in 1957, a country that started practicing democracy before over 20 nations in Africa decided to do this. Why? Because you have power behind all this issue. And then in Ghana, the law is not working. The law only favors the rich, and then it's always, trying to hammer the poor. And that is the kind of system that we are living in. That is the kind of system that we are living in. Look at what the judge did during the injunction. That is pure violation of right to fair hearing. Article 19, Clause 1 says that everybody, if you're a Ghanaian, the fact that you're a Ghanaian, you deserve a fair hearing. You deserve a very fair hearing. So if Mami Akosua Serwaa or even Mami Brimpoma feels like they were denied an opportunity to be heard, that is against our laws. That is against our laws. That is against the Constitution. That is not what Kwame Nkrumah fought for. That is not what Kwame Nkrumah fought for us to come. I mean, Ghana, today's Ghana, that we have judges that are doing whatever they want to do. And to the president, Mr. Mahama, you need to call people to order. Because at the end of the day, these people, I know there are separation of powers, but then you need to call people to order. We cannot have a court. Already people are not even having trust in our justice system. Then we have this issue.
Don. he can always call something to order, because guess what? When before the previous government left, Kevin Taylor was being wanted by the Ghana judiciary.
Exactly.
But through
and he came in here
as a president, he was let go. So why is he refusing to look into this matter? Like, I don't get it. But I think that it will get to a point after the petition, you know, said the American, it's a social media revolution. And right now we're about to take the police on. It drew politicians, and that's why we will show them how we're about to take them on as well. It will just continue talking, bro.
Exactly. So it is very, very important. Very, very, very important for us. Now, at this moment, we've reached a juncture that people want to use power against Mami Akosua Serwaa and deny her of her intestate of something that she suffered together with the husband. And then you have a porous judiciary system in Ghana that is trying to say that she's not married under ordinance. So in this case, if she's not married under ordinance, what are you trying to tell her? Because when you go back to Germany, she's recognized as a legally married woman under the ordinance law in Germany. Under the ordinance law in Germany. But then you come to Ghana, a porous justice system says that because you didn't use the right channel, yes, you are married, but because your certificate didn't pass through the right channel, so you are not married. How can you be so unreasonable? How can you be so heartless? And you call yourself a judge? You call yourself an elder of a church, Dorinda. How could you? How could you do that? How could you? So it is high time. We need to call our leaders. We are not going to stop. This thing has been lagging for the past 7 months. And there's a reason why this thing has been lagging for the past 7 months. And it's going to be lying like that. People who talk about will not stop talking until she gets the justice that she deserves. Because at the end of the day, you can't tell me that someone comes into a man's life because she's giving birth to 6 kids, therefore she's a wife. And that is Ghana for you. We always want peace, but then people are treated unfairly. And today, you people should know that without peace, without justice, there's no peace. Without justice, there's no peace. If you bring peace without justice, you've just decided to postpone a war. And that is what is happening. You've postponed a war, and the war will keep fighting that war until the justice that we need has been served. Because at the end of the day, the first ruling that came out was mere shambolic, just because you wanted peace to reign. But at the end of the day, as wise as you are as a judge, you should know that if peace reign without justice, you have the kind of funeral that we had at the Babaya Sports Stadium. The kind of bogus and the kind of silly funeral that we had at Babaya Sports Stadium is just because we wanted peace without any justice. It's just because we wanted peace without any justice. And if you want peace without any justice, this is the kind of funeral that you have. You have people selling, I'm sorry to people selling Piki. You have people that Tramo people, red people coming under a prominent figure like that Lumbe's funeral. That is the kind of funeral that you'll be having just because you decided not to make justice work. Just because you realize that, oh, she's married under ordinance in Germany.
No, let me come in a little bit.
Go ahead, bro.
Who works as a judiciary person and is not interested in justice?
Exactly.
Interested in peace.
Exactly. You don't even understand the principles of your work.
And
you
then
don't
knowing
understand
that
the
a lot of
principles guiding your
Ghanaians are
profession.
shallow-minded, she comes out to be like, oh, I want to make peace. You want to make peace? Then leave your husband for some woman else. Leave your husband and your properties for some woman else and make peace with that woman. Dorinda, you have really disgraced your entire generation, and this will leave a dent on you like the mark of Cain. It will transfer to your grandkids, your great-great-grandkids, and they will suffer the same injustice. And you will come back to this world and suffer the same injustice before you die and go back again to hell and rot. All right, bro, continue.
If you want peace without justice, then you don't even understand your job. You don't understand the principles that is guiding your job, because the first principle is that you need to serve justice. You need to serve justice, but then you gave a bogus ruling just because you wanted peace. In the legal framework that is governing burial in Ghana, and this is what the article is saying. The illegitimate people that the legal framework of our constitution recognize as legal people so far as a funeral is concerned is lawful spouses. Lawful spouses. It's not even a busuampenyo. The first name that comes is lawful spouses. And in this case, the constitution was so specific that the constitution added one S lawful spouses. So in this case, Mami Akosua Serwaa feels like, hey, I've got issues with the funeral. I need A and B to be fixed. But then we had people, just because we are living in a banana republic, they had absolute power and did whatever they wanted to do. And then they went against the constitution. The first person that the constitution mentioned was lawful spouse. Lawful spouse. Before children, before Ebusuapeni, before relatives. But then you have Ebusuapeni connived with silly people, connived with people that have no integrity. That is why they lost their slot at the Parliament House of Ghana, because they are not prominent enough, because they are not competent enough, because they are lazy people parading themselves as parliamentarians. They lost their seat, and then they stooped so low just to come into someone's family matter without not coming with even clean hands and a justice hand, just because of what they wanted to get. So it's very shameful. It's so absurd. It's so mind-boggling, and it's very, very sad. The reason why you can, like, I mean, if anyone is listening to me, if you feel like I'm yelling, it's not because I'm yelling for Mami Akosua Serwaa, but I'm yelling for you, the ordinary Ghanaian, because it might be you tomorrow. It might be you tomorrow. The reason why we are shouting, the reason why we are creating awareness through the constitution is that it might be you tomorrow. How many people in Ghana have we not had that people have claimed their lands, their properties illegally just because those people had power? Countless of people, they've taken people's properties. They've taken people's properties just because they had power, just because they were related to politicians, just because they had connections with the system. So if you are doing Odo Brony and I'm supporting Odo Brony, think about what we are doing today. Tomorrow it might be you. Who is going to be fighting for you? No one. No one will come to your aid. And then you will sink alone. You will sink alone, because it's very, very sad. This is not the first time we've seen such cases, but this is the right time for us to talk about this case, because this serves as a platform. This case serves as a platform, a yardstick for us to create awareness about our porous system that we have in Ghana, about the porous justice system that we have in Ghana. That is why we are yelling. That is why we are trying to create awareness through this platform. And then, mind you, unless you are not in this America, if you are in this America and then you are talking about this case and then you are not making any intellectual arguments, you are not making any intellectual discourse, we are coming for you. I'm telling you, we are going to report you. And then we know how you guys got your document. Some of us, we are born here, we don't care. We are born here and we're taking to Ghana, they brought us back.
That's
care.
what I want you to remind them.
We don't care. Me, I was born in America. I was taken back to Ghana at age 2.
We came here with a straight
to me, I don't care, bro.
With a crooked,
I'm a first class citizen, bro.
History, you better
I
watch
don't care,
ass, man.
I was born here, taken back to Ghana, and I came back at age 20. I don't care, bro. So if you are in America, unless you're not in America,
let's do it.
If you're in America here, and then you're making silly comments, bullying people just because you've been paid, blackmailing people, calling people names without any evidence, bro, we are selling you out. It's not even so. I'm being a good citizen, bro. It's not even. I'm not selling you out. This is
a good citizen.
I'm being a good citizen, bro.
Because
you can't come and take advantage of our immigration system, and then at the end of the day, you sit on our soil and then try and bully someone who is trying to fight for something that she's fought
America
for.
Supports.
Tell me. Tell me, who have you impacted? Who have you impacted in your life? Free, tell me, who have you impacted in your life? There is Mami Akosua Serwaa. As far as in the 90s, she impacted someone.
You are ready. I'm my address account. Now they are my eyes for no.
In the 80s, thank you, Nanekuya. In the 80s, this woman saw a dream. In the 80s, Free, do you know what it's called? Do you know what it takes to be an executive producer in the 80s? Do you know what it takes in the 80s to be an executive producer? You need to build a whole fucking studio, bro. For you to become an executive producer, you need to build a whole studio. When you're done building the studio, before the artists come and record, after recording, and then you need a replica of that record in multiple folds for you to go and sell it. Do you know what it takes to be an executive producer in the 80s? But I don't blame you. I don't blame you, because you guys are very limited, very short-sighted. Who have you impacted in your life? Free, who have you impacted in your life? This is someone who you've not impacted anyone. You've not contributed anything in anyone's life. So you sit online and then you just talk
she has really caused a lot of harm and evil things to people. That's the only impact she has.
Exactly. That is the only impact you have in your life. A lot of harm
and evil to SO, to a lot of people. She's just evil, very evil. And we need the system to know that America cannot tolerate such an
exactly.
who had lied to the immigration.
So free, I'm telling you, we are reporting you. We are gonna do it. We are gonna do it because at the end of the day, you don't want someone to have peace. If you don't want your fellow neighbor to have peace, then know that will also not make you have peace. Because at the end of the day, you are making references and making statements and bullying people without any evidence. Even if you've got evidence, you are not supposed to bully anyone. Just make your argument and then just go. But then you bully people. And then at the end of the day, you take advantage of our American immigration laws. And then you sit in America and then you decide to bully people. So please, if you are here, we are not just yelling. We are not just shouting. We are creating awareness for the ordinary Ghanaians. We've seen a lot of Ghanaians that have been treated unfairly just because they didn't know anyone. And that is what was done. That was done to Mami Akosua Serwaa. Mami Akosua Serwaa thought that she had a certificate. She thought that she's married to the husband. She thought about all of that. So she never thought of going to see anyone to bribe anyone. Because she knew that she had a legitimate case. She knew it. The lawyers knew it. Even the judge herself told Akosua not to even go to the extra mile to go and call people. But just because they've already premeditated the case, they were fooling Akosua. They were fooling Akosua. And then on the day of judgment, they decided to do whatever they want to do because they've premeditated everything. They've premeditated everything. How do you tell me that I've deserted my husband for a very long time, so I'm not recognized under ordinance marriage, but then I'm recognized under customary marriage? Let it make sense.
And even with that, it's the man that left.
Exactly. Is there matrimonial home in Ghana or Germany?
This thing does not make any sense.
Is there matrimonial home in Ghana or Germany?
Judge got her certification and got up all the way to.
And there is
she lost common sense.
There is the inconsistency. There is the big inconsistency in this case. Big inconsistency.
Yes.
If Daddy Lumba wanted to marry, if Daddy Lumba wanted to be polygamous,
why do you bring her to a customary wife?
I'm coming to Christo. There is the big inconsistency, and I'm coming to expose this judge. If Daddy Lumba wanted to be polygamous, where is that document that is showing that Daddy Lumba wanted to be polygamous?
Nothing.
Where is that document? Nothing to trace that Daddy Lumba wanted to be polygamous, that I wanted to marry two. No. The fact that Daddy Lumba did an ordinance marriage means that he wanted one wife. Any woman that comes out after, whether you have 2,000 kids, whether you have 3,000 kids, you are just a baby mama. You are not a wife, and that is what we are talking about. Real. That is the conversation we are having. We are not having a conversation of and then she didn't come and stay with Daddy Lumba. That is not a conversation. The topic sentence here is that who is the legally married wife? And a judge can give a judgment with this Anansi story. We are not here to talk about whether she cooked for that Lumba, whether that is not a conversation. The conversation is who is married under the law, under the ordinance law. But then we have a very, very bad system. We have a banana republic that it only suits and then fits the rich. If you are poor, nobody cares about you. And that is the truth. Nobody cares about you in Ghana. They only care about you if they are going to benefit. That is why we have low-level people, parliamentarians that were lazy, that were incompetent and lost their seat, flying in this case like house flies. Flying in this case, trying to swim in this case. The impunity. So we are not going to stop. If you say you want peace without justice, this is what you get. You always postpone the war. And for us, we don't get tired. I'm telling you guys, unless you're not in America, if you're in America and you speak without any facts, we are coming for you. 90% of you guys, you came here illegally, and then you're having your document now. The fact that
remind them of that.
The fact that you lied on the document in America, be careful. We are coming for you. We are coming for you. Because you said you think America is Ghana. You think America is Ghana. We are coming for you. Thank you.
All right, Don. Thank you for your nice.
Don, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yeah. This was intellectually packed. I really like this session.
Oh, Papa, appreciate you, baby. What's it done? Lawyer, Papa, Nyami Shroud.
No,
says.
Okay, Naneka, you could go ahead. It's okay.
Okay,
so you gotta go.
Hey, Kwakusuna, Brian, Sammy, went to me, Nanche.
There be also only a queer and I'm smelling Kwakuntian.
Me to me, sat alarm that 10 minutes, no, my okay. Anyway, me baswa me pa macho. Mon pata, mon cabro for us, Moncha Kwakuadia, Monchana Lario, Nibi, Mokwa baby, a mama gift is a Christo yard, a mama gift me for my children.
Where Juma, I don't really understand. But
Now, so
all the
yeah,
same.
say, you know why I brought me pacho. No more can say tap more
power tap, and yes, I could be yes, so. I'm power tapping pole.
I'm on chakwa kwadi me for my children.
A Juma Kwakuya, no,
Juma, mommy appreciate no. No, I are there. Into Abraya keep yes announcement and mammy.
Say Matsuna, that's a
free who couldn't true more cancer out of why.
Me pacho ye pe I free their full name into one name no pacho I call on okay.
What if
says okay. Says me pacho mute phone and send your money to because of course we was so why.
And because
okay.
Fireman, try to buy fire. I think I may need some prayers for me to fire some.
Sis, Kasaye, na de one bonsam na mana. Kasaye.
Me no bonsam na namo. Na fireman here, kwa so koda.
A 661 and 6 obesta start on teach you. Obe mom tree be on.
Don't even try that shit. Don't even try that shit.
Yes. Obesta that's on teach you. We don't make any say.